Just taking a minute to kind of show what I am doing lately. This is a big crane, or not crane, excavator bucket. This is just probably one of the many jobs I've done here at TNS Welding. Swapped jobs from the trucking business and started working full time here. And just rethinking life, I guess. Got a lot of fun projects around here, learning a lot. This is why I picked up this job, was really just to kind of educate myself, kind of learning the fabricating and welding. I guess the main thing we really work on here is the Genesis and Labowni shears. Rebuilding these. This one here, this one actually doesn't look too bad. We got a couple sitting outside right now with like the tip here cracked. I even got a picture of another one where the nose is really the nose is mashed. So we're doing the whole works on these here. So we're taking apart the cylinders here, and I mean we do a lot of body work right here, and especially on this lower part here. All this here, the bolt holes normally are mashed. So what this is really is we're flipping shears. There's a third person that buys them from a auction, and it comes here, and then we do the refabricating or refurbish work. We'll put a whole new, several hundred hours of life back into these. So, I mean, there's a lot going into it, rebuilding them. I mean, you got like these motors in here. This is all got to be rebuilt a lot of times. If not, that's up to the guy who purchases them. Got lid there, a little bit bent up. We'll straighten stuff like that out. This here, Labowni will be completely repainted. It'll look brand new, like a video I shared before. I called it the Dream Wood Splitter. It was kind of funny or fun watching my boss munch up some pieces of wood. Unfortunately, we already sent that off. It's we did the linkage. We hooked it up to the excavator and sent that out already. That was just a couple days ago. You can see how this wore a lot. I mean, they beat the crap out of this stuff. That's okay. Lots and lots of pocket work a lot of the times in this area here. It's extremely tedious. No, look at this. There's a crack here. I mean, this is stuff we're repairing all the time, so we'll be like scarfing that, getting into the core more so we can get a good pass of weld on that. And new bolts, new bearings. This stuff gets scarfed out, or we'll put heat tracks into it, and it will shrink that brass, and we'll pound that out. A lot of times the body work here has dents in it, or right where that pin is, the pins fall out of them, and these guys just run them until like something bad happens, and they'll put a massive dent in the side of these. Even the bodies here can become cracked, so we'll have to start right down to the factory weld. We'll scarf a lot of this the seams out of these things, especially on the inside. In fact, this one probably has cracks. So I'll just kind of showing what I've been up to. I'm a little bit lost when it comes to my channel. It seemed dumb to me to not take that on, and I thought it was an opportunity, and so that's all I ever knew. I knew trucking. I knew kind of like the diesels and the mechanics behind things. I hadn't done a lot of work to them, but I knew enough to where like I could make a video and teach you what I'm learning in the process and go from there and kind of while I'm teaching, you know. This here is what you call a muncher. Kind of does this, and that's for cement. We got a lot of buildup to do on this one actually. Uh, Today, um, John finished doing. He rebored the bosses on the ears, and we resize pins and give the so the sometimes we turn down pins and we put them to size, and they have the customer has a machine and he wants it sized for his machine, so we're reboring holes and making them to size for their machine, and there's like a lot of money and hours into that, so there's a lot of profit into doing this. So I mean, like this one was welded up. We get up in those holes, you know, and then we'll weld like in the weirdest positions, and then we bore it all back out, and it'll be a perfect hole. And we're also giving it like new life too, because you, um, it was a lot of the holes are wobbed out. They're oblong and stretched. They're yeah, crap, trash. Here's a pin right here. Al is turning down. He's one of our machinists. This was a 7-inch pin. This actually goes to the bucket over here. 7-inch thick, okay? I was also doing a little math on how heavy that pin might weigh, and we figured, like, I was talking to Tom, my boss, and I figured like 10 pounds an inch, because if you ever think about a dumbbell, on the thickness of the dumbbell and about the circumference, the one I was thinking was 10 pounds, so 10 pounds an inch, and I think it's a 50-inch pin, so it's 550 pounds. Very heavy, and we're going to be manhandling that in there with a crane probably. It'll be fun. I think John is working on the other pin over here. I think this is actually the biggest one. The other one's smaller. Interesting. A lot of just guys like to come around and they kind of like to see what we do. Some older guys and the retired ones. And there's some entertainment in here sometimes. I don't remember if I mentioned I'm welding on the ears here. So right now I have a root pass on the bottom side here. See if I can get a shot here. It doesn't have to be perfect or anything. Really, what the purpose of this weld here is just to fill that gap, because before that ear was sitting somewhere right here. Everywhere where the shiny is, it was scarfed off, and just like the other one, we're sizing it up for the machine that this bucket will belong to. So we opened up the ears, stretched them out, and then we're putting new pins, bigger pins, um, for their machine. I really want to just make a point on in this video is just I think we're gonna go more towards a blog, and I don't like it, but it's just I don't know what else I can do, and I really want this channel. I want a place where I can grow a brand, I can become something out there in the world. Somebody can look at my videos, and this has actually been my mentality the whole time. Is like if I want to make something of myself, I need to give the people the tool to go and look at me and see who I am about and um, kind of see who I am and what I've done in the past, like this. And I figured, you know, that would probably give me a lot of business opportunity. I could grow off of, uh, it opens my book. It gives me um, the world. It gives me friends, people that I can reach out to, people that will reach out to me and uh, instill some value. Even there, I don't want to be a know-it-all or anything. I just want to be a person out there that a community that can talk on YouTube. It's just an opportunity. Everybody should really be doing it, in my opinion. You're nobody unless you're out there in the world, and at some point I can only do so much and grow only so far. Back to the point though, I actually have a very big goal to get into real estate actually. um, I am in the midst of flipping my house, and I'm learning right from scratch. The Me flipping my house teaches me how to do construction. I don't have any background in construction. I have a distant uncle. My dad isn't at all educated in construction. Maybe him being older, he knows more than me, but like I don't have anything on the whole construction side of the of my career at all. So I'm learning from scratch, and my dilemma is like, how do I make content and be like somewhat entertaining? And I want to give value though. I don't want it to be just pure entertainment. I want it to be value. So I think we're switching to more a blog style of videoing, and unfortunately, right now, I'm not sure how to go about this. We'll just leave it at that. Real estate. I'm getting into real estate, and this is a market where I can grow. I've had a big interest in real estate for a very long time, all the way back to even being a kid and didn't know it. And I got probably, well, maybe one photo of me building a cabin, for instance. Um, I really was connected to the outdoors. I was like 8 years old, and I was chopping down popples by hand and moving heavy green logs. I did end up having my brothers help me out, and they all wanted to get involved, which is cool. Uh, not, you know, I'm a kid. There's not much to really uh, look at, but it was my passion. It really drove me. I found that thing that drives me nowadays. You guys are gonna get to know me, and I hopefully can get to know you, and that's where I'm going. It's real estate and investing, uh, the kind of DIYer way that I do it.